Hello, welcome back to Sunday Healing. Welcome to Morocco. This is Marrakech. This reading is going to be from my home country, so I'm here on vacation. Anyway, today's reading is about what they could tell you or what they could say to you, but they're not. It could be because of pride, it could be because of, I don't know, certain attitude, or maybe they just can't say anything because of their situation. Whatever it is, whatever the reason, this person is not saying what they're supposed to be saying to you is something you probably know. Now we want to know, we're going to find out what is they can say to you. By the way, I'll give you a little tour if you stick around, or you can actually jump to at the end of pile 3. I'll give you a little tour of this Riad. It's really beautiful. So let's get started. So I have 3 piles for you to choose from. They contain a written message that I will read to you at the end. So pile 1, pile 2, and we have pile 3. I'll show you the piles and I'll meet you at your pile. So 1, 2, and 3. Sorry, I'm a bit shaky today because I don't have my regular installation. So 1, 2, and 3. All right. So hello, pile 1. You chose this little one, little hat. So the question is, what could they say to you? But they're not. Oh my god, your cards are like flying. Oh, this person really want to say something with the Page of Swords, Knight of Wands, Two of Wands. It's like they can't wait to speak. They can't wait to tell you this, something that they are not saying to you. But listen, let's get just a big picture idea of why they're not saying these things. Is it because of their pride? Because something is blocking them? People are telling them not to? Is it family? By the way, I'm wearing henna. When I got here, we went to get henna, my daughter and I, so I'm super excited. Anyway, why are they not saying this? So just so that you can confirm, because I'm getting most of you guys, you already know why they're not able to say the things they need to say to you. Again, it could be a specific obstacle, it could be pride, it could be their inability to speak. Four of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. All right, I'm getting this is someone who feels that if they say what they have to say, it might not be reciprocated. This person might think that they have to move on, or they have to kind of hide how they feel. So I'm also getting that for some of you, there is a difference in terms of status. Like this person could be your boss, you could be their employee. They could be in terms of status when it comes to maybe the society you guys live at. I don't know, maybe there's a difference when it comes to race, religion. I see something there that is blocking their ability to speak freely, and with all these pentacles, it could have to do with the a job contract or career blockage around that. Maybe you guys are not supposed to date, you're not supposed to talk. With Six of Swords, this person really thinks they need to hold back and like keep it to themselves and kind of move on and forget about it. All right, so if this resonates with you, you guys, for some of you, I'm just hearing like this could actually touch a few of you here. For some of you with this Four of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, for some of you, this person is being a little bit selfish with their energy and they would rather you say it first. So Four of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles for me refers to, yeah, especially with the Empress here showing up, that they might not think they're worthy and that they would rather for you say it first, so that they can make sure that you wouldn't reject them. So if that's you guys, let's find out. What can they say but they're not saying at this moment to pile 1? What is it that they can say but they're not saying at this moment? Okay. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Six of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the Three of Pentacles. So definitely some of you, it has to do with some kind of work connection here. Six of Wands. Knight of Wands, it showed up again, you guys. And the Page of Swords. Okay. So what could they say but they're not saying? With this Wheel of Fortune, I feel that for like this person has a feeling that you guys were in some ways not meant to meet, but in some ways the circumstances put you together in this specific time to meet each other and start interacting with each other, and without you truly knowing why. It's almost like your soul purpose, a soul contract. And it might not feel that way, like, oh, this is a soul contract or a soul tie for this person, but they feel, yes, it was meant to be for us to interact in this way at this specific time, at this specific moment of our lives, and that's why we are meeting right now. So in many ways, if this person could say what they have to say, or if they can actually freely express themselves, they would say to you that when we met, when we started interacting, it felt like it was meant to happen. And even though I don't necessarily believe in destiny, or I don't have necessarily this idea of fate when it comes to my life, when it comes to you, I would say that I always felt that way. I felt like it was meant for us to talk to each other at this specific moment, because we were going through the same kind of issues in our life. We were going through the same kind of situations. Things were aligning so that we end up meeting, we end up speaking. And something they would tell you also, Pile One, is that they do talk to you, whether you know it or not. They talk to you when they see you, they talk to you when they don't see you. This person talks to you a lot in their head. They have made conversations, discussions, they have made even assumptions about what you would respond. Like they would make a whole conversation in front of the mirror or just in their head while their eyes are closed. I feel this person also would say, I actually watch you anytime I can, especially when you're not watching or when you're not aware. This person might like to say that they are honest, that they are usually confident. They like to speak to others honestly and frankly. But with you, it feels like they have to confuse you. They don't want to be clear. They don't want to be direct. They, in some ways, use the circumstances around you to hide behind a certain mask. This is something they would tell you by one. With the Six of Cups, they will say, yes, not only the circumstances made sense that we end up talking to each other, but also it made sense because it meant to, when we talked, when we were connecting with each other, it felt like we were super familiar. We knew each other right off the bat. It's not like I needed to know so much about you. And I feel a lot of you guys, this person doesn't necessarily know a lot about you, Pile One, but I didn't need to know so much. I didn't need to know all the details about your childhood. I didn't need to know all the details about what happened to you yesterday. It just felt like whatever you were saying spoke to me. We aligned in the way we spoke about specific things. We aligned about certain beliefs of us that others did not have. We aligned also in the way we looked at life. I feel this person looked at life in so many ways like you, and they might not be expressing it fully, and they would say that to you. Also, something they would say is, I would like to offer you a gift. I would like to give you a certain present that you would have with you all the time, or at least at your home. And whenever you see it, you would be remembering me. Whenever you look at it, you would remember me. So that's something they would like to tell you. With this Ace of Cups right in the middle of the reading, you guys, Pile One, they would say to you, you know what? Something opened up in me when I met you, when we started talking, when we started connecting. There was like a depth that I haven't been able to access for a long time. It's not that I'm not someone who feels or who has emotions or who has deep emotions. I do. It's just that it hasn't felt this way for such a long time. You awaken certain feelings or emotions that I haven't felt since maybe my childhood or my teenage years. It felt like in a way, it felt like being reminded of a childhood love, or of a first love, or even love at first sight. You reminded me of that possibility. You reminded me of the opportunity to open up my heart and to start like connecting with others in that level. And I might not be able to express it this way. I am someone who feels, but I might not be able to actually express in the same depth. I might show up a bit immature when I speak. When I speak, sometimes I come off as someone who's a little bit uncomfortable, awkward. I might say certain things and then regret saying those things. Not that I wanted to hurt or had bad intent, but the way I say them, they sometimes hurt others or hurt you. But the idea here is I have trouble expressing my deep emotions towards you. I feel that it's either not right with the Three of Pentacles, or that, you would have we would have to go through a lot of working hard on this so that we would manifest something real here. I also feel that other people around us might not be in accordance or might not be in agreement with these deep emotions. I might not be expressing this because a lot of the time when we see each other, we are surrounded by others. We are surrounded by people who are not really understanding the depth of this connection that we have. I also feel a lot of the time that you feel me. So I tend to think about you, or I tend to have those conversations in my head, and then all of a sudden you contact me, you're texting me, or you're showing up in my reality. Like I would say your name in a film, I would say your date of birth in a, I don't know, in an angel number. It's just something here that reminds me of you constantly, especially when I start thinking about you. I almost like get this mirroring effect. With the Six of Wands, I would say to you, if I could, that I'm someone who's very proud. A lot of the time, I want to say something, but then I block myself. I tell myself that you wouldn't be like interested that way. You wouldn't be someone who would open up to me in that sense. I always think like I have deep emotions. I'm the one who always have deep emotions, but I'm the one also who has to hide them all the time. And that makes me seem immature to love interest in the past and also to you. But in a way, I'm okay with that because I'd rather keep my pride. I am so prideful. And sometimes it's against my own benefit, it's at my own detriment, and I am aware of that. Unfortunately, it's been very difficult for me to heal from this. This has to do with ego, this has to do with my position, this has to do with my status. It also has to do with the place I hold in my family. This person would say it's the family I was brought in. This is the way we interact with each other. Even if we love each other, we might not say it clearly, we might not demonstrate it that way. So if I was close to you, I would show it to you through gifts. I would show it to you through leaving little notes. But it's very difficult for me to be romantic and to truly express the depth of my feelings. This person would also say with the Knight of Wands that they're super attracted to you. A lot of the time they would actually want to reach out and they hold themselves back. They would say, I would like to take a chance and take a risk. And even if I'm proud, sometimes I think, well, so what? What if I take a risk? What if I go for this adventure? And what if they don't even reply back and see my message and not reply? And like take a look and the fact that I've been trying to reach out and they block me, they ghost me. Even if that's the case, then maybe at least I tried. At least I tried. And I keep on telling myself that in order to heal from my ego, from my pride. Like my pride, I know has been blocking me so many times. But I understand that by taking risks, by being more adventurous, I will open up, I will heal, and I will take a chance in being more spontaneous, and in being more in my heart when it comes to others, but specifically to you. What would they say to you, Pile 1, if they could? Pile 1, this person. We have the Page of Pentacles. We also have the Three of Swords. Pile 1, something else they would say to you is, you feel like we have a friendship. You might feel like I am just a friend, or I'm just someone who's offering a friendship to you, or something very casual, something small. But deep down, I am very hurt about that. I get very hurt when I see you being disappointed, when I see you being leaving my life, or when I see you kind of taking a step back. It really disappoints me. Also, if you guys are in some kind of third party situation, of course not all of you will be, but I am sensing with this Three of Pentacles, Three of Swords, in that case there's another message for you guys. So if you are in a third party situation, Pile 1, they would say that, yes, I always think about the fact that we have other people involved and we can hurt us, but also others in the ability of us being together, we might end up hurting the ones we love or the ones that are around us. But with this Page of Pentacles, I think about us a lot of the time. I think about us, and in my small gestures, I want you to know that behind all of this, I am seeing us as a true soulmate. I am seeing us as someone, as two people who were meant to be, even though the circumstances in this reality didn't actually end up for us to be together. So there's a lot of hurt for those who are in third parties. This person feels really hurt by the fact that you guys cannot really be together, or not specifically not be proud and show it off to everybody. Here we are a couple. All right, pile one, let's open this message. Let's find out. Okay, it says, I am scared at how much I keep thinking about you. You drive me nuts. Okay, pile one, this person is like, they're having so many conversations in their head. I told you I was picking that up. So you drive them nuts, baby. Okay, let me know if this was resonating with you, pile one. See you later. Hi, pile two, you chose this little hat. Okay, so let's find out, what would they say if they could truly say anything they want? Before we get to that, I'm going to get a couple of cards just so we know why are they blocking themselves, so that you can confirm that this is the right pile for you. We have the Star. Why are they blocking themselves? Why are they blocking themselves? Pile two. Why are they blocking themselves from expressing themselves to you? Yes, they're definitely blocking themselves from expressing themselves to you. We do have the Nine of Wands. I mean, this person believes that there's just so many obstacles to get to you. It would be very hard for them to get to you. And that's why they're not speaking to you. For some of you, it has to do with distance. You guys are not together closely. You don't speak together in that way. I'm hearing they can't actually speak to you in that way. It might feel very intimate. It might feel like awkward, maybe. It's just that you feel very far away from them. So I don't know if it's actual physical distance, emotional distance, or even a sense that pile two, I feel that this person has a lot of attraction towards you, but they're supposed to hide it for whatever reason. Some of you are in the public eye, or they are, and they're not supposed to be acting this way. So if that's you, pile two, let's find out. What would they want to say to you if they weren't scared to do it? Pile two. Okay, we have the Nine of Cups. We have the Fool, the Chariot, the Moon card, okay, and the Hierophant. Okay, what would they say to you? First of all, we have four major arcanas here, pile two. What would they say to you? The first thing is you have a lot of impact on them, pile two. You have a lot more impact than you realize. You represent not only wish fulfillment with this Nine of Cups, but a renewed hope in life for them. It might feel a little bit too much if, like, this is what they would say. If I would tell you this, pile two, it might feel a little bit too much, or a little bit stalkish, or even creepy for some of you. You might feel that way, but this is how much I feel you represent a new beginning for me, a fresh start. And I've been manifesting, I've been asking God, the universe, to send me you as this new fresh start. And this is how I feel. If I could truly say everything, I would risk it all to go forward and jump in and get you as part of my life forever. With the Chariot, I think about us, and I think about different ways to resolve anything that has been bothering us with the Moon energy, or blocking us, or even making us fearful to take this step towards something that is more long-term with the Hierophant. If I could, I would take those steps already. But right now, I am not sure about the direction of this connection. Deep down, I know that I need to not make up my mind, but take those steps. If I start taking those steps, even if those steps are being taken in the dark with the Moon energy, I know ultimately I will get to the ultimate place. We want to be together. We want to commit together. We want to actually start having our life together, or even get married. I want to do that. And I know that these steps need to be risky. They need to be action oriented. I need to be doing those things. But everything seems so slow. Everything seems to take so long. I sometimes go back and forth. You might notice that I'm pulling away. You might notice that I'm on and off and on. I'm cold and hot with you. But it has nothing to do with you. There's a lot of things happening in the background that you're not aware of. With this moon energy pile too, they would tell you that those things, they don't even actually relate to you directly. Those things I've been struggling with for a long time. I have many fears when it comes to commitment. I have many fears when it comes to commitment because in my family, in the place I live, things have been going south to with the couples I used to care about, the couples that I used to admire. I noticed that those couples are not working anymore, that those couples ended up not being together forever. And this is the kind of thing that scares me. In my childhood I saw that, in my adulthood I'm seeing that. So not only I am fearful about commitment, but I'm also seeing around me people not in the most positive light when it comes to their own commitments. I see people thinking, I'm thinking they're committed to their partner, I'm thinking that they actually care, and then I see them cheating, I see them leaving them, I see them betraying them. I am afraid of that. I am deeply, deeply afraid of being hurt, not just by you, but in general, when it comes to commitment, I am struggling. Sometimes I do not feel like I'm fair with you. Six of Pentacles in reverse at the end of the deck. I am not fair with you. Sometimes I breadcrumb you with my attitude, with my energy of almost being carefree, wanting to be instinctive, wanting to be spontaneous. But at the same time, I know sometimes that's not fair to you because you know you deserve more. And it's important that I show you you deserve more. What they would tell you, pile two, is no matter what they believe that, especially if this is an ex and you guys are not seeing each other, no matter what they believe that at some point you guys are going to meet again, your paths are going to meet again. That no matter how hard it might seem right now, please don't give up on them. This is what they're saying. There's going to be a new start coming at some point. The new start you guys wish for, you wish for, and they wish for, is going to show up again. So they don't want you to give up on them if this is an X pile too. This is specifically for those who are connecting with an X energy. Pile two, they would also say that you have angel features. There's something about the features, the traits you have. Your face is angelic to this person. You look beautiful. They would say that. You look handsome. You have angelic features. Every time they speak to you, they keep on almost like they fall into your face, in your eyes. They end up being drawn to your head. Something about your face and your head that very, very drawing to them. Even your profile. Some of you, if you have maybe even a profile picture, they keep on looking at it and they're drawn to it so much. They would also say, pile two, that they saw you going somewhere and they wish they were there with you. I don't know if you were traveling a place or you were going some kind of road trip, or even if they saw you walking by, they wish they had that opportunity to walk with you, to take that road trip with you. When it comes to the chariot energy right in the middle, I would say that this person, pile two, feels that they show up sometimes as someone who has no ambition. Even if they're starting to push, they're doing their best, they feel ashamed sometimes of themselves. They feel guilty to show up as someone who has no ambition or who is unable to make things work for you guys. They want to say also, pile two, that they wish they could be more straightforward, more reliable, more dependable with you, and not just take things lightly and casually. With the Nine of Cups, they would also say you bring so much joy to them, pile two. So much joy, so much fun, so much excitement in their life. They can't let you go. So even if you guys are not together right now, I cannot let you go. And you might not know this, but they think a lot about you at night. They have those dreams about you, especially if you've had some kind of um, trip together, if you've had any kind of memory, they might be dreaming about that. Pile two, This person also wants to say that they'd like to take you for a nice treat, like going to a spa treatment. They like to get you to, I don't know, do your nails or something nice here. They want to spoil you. They want to do that even very often with the full energy. They want to do something new with you, but also to offer you something that makes you feel special, makes you feel spoiled, because you make them feel special, pile two. You make them feel spoiled. You make them feel like they are seen. Also, they want to say that sometimes they're being stubborn. They are being set in their ways. They don't know how to move and to like learn in the right way, pile two. Sometimes they feel that they don't learn fast enough when it comes to relationships, especially to you. It's like you showed them your truth. You showed them what they can and they can't do with you. You have boundaries, but they don't know sometimes how to learn and start manifesting for the best when it comes to you guys. What else? What else they would say to you, pile two? What would they say to you if they could? We have the Ten of Cups, the Ace of Swords. They would clearly tell you, you make me so happy. You make me so happy. You're the one who makes me the happiest in my life right now. And they would clearly want to say this to you. It's like they want to say it to you as clear as day. Like the thing here I'm getting, pile two, is they really want you to know about the impact you have on their life or you had on their life right now or in the past, and they don't want it to be unclear. You know, I feel like they could have been unclear. They don't want it to be unclear. For once, they want to be super clear with their words. They want to make sure that everything they say, every meaning they attach to those words, are clearly translated to you. So this is what they would say. You make me happy. I see family with you. I see commitment with you. I see you as the mother or the father of my children. I see you as the one who will be able to nurture me or to help me nurture you. They want to say this very clearly. All right, pile two. Let's find out about your little message here. What does it say? Ooh. This person has a lot of attraction towards you. So it says, I want to pull your hair and give you hickeys everywhere. This person has a lot of sensual attraction. It's not just the energy of what's going on, etc. Yes, we did have the Nine of Cups and the Fool, which a lot of you guys, this person really enjoys spending time that way, especially if you had any kind of physical interaction. This person really has those dreams, and with the moon energy, they would tell you that I dream a lot about you. I dream about you in different ways. Maybe they're interacting with you in their dreams in very, very sensual ways that you might not be aware of. All right, pile two, let me know if this resonated. I love you guys. See you later. Bye. Hi, pile three. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. So you chose this little hat. Let's find out, first of all, why would they be blocked, in fact, from speaking to you freely? So for some of you, this person could be married, or you guys are married, I'm getting that, or committed. We have Temperance. Why would they be blocked? So that you get an idea whether this is your pile or not, okay? Why would they be blocked? Yeah, I am seeing for some of you this person is already committed somewhere. Doesn't have to be, but for some you'll know this is your pile. All right, we have the Devil, the Ten of Cups in reverse, Knight of Swords, the Eight of Cups. We also have the Temperance card. Capricorn is coming through, Sagittarius. We also have a lot of cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have the Four of Wands. What would they be blocked? Pile three. So if it's not a third-party situation, if this person is not already in a family or in some kind of relationship, which I'm sensing many of you are in that situation, what could it be? Well, this person is struggling with some kind of addiction. For many of you, this person has some kind of obsession or addiction that they need to heal from in order for them to actually speak to you clearly. It could have to do with their mental health, with this Knight of Swords and the Devil energy here. They might have issues with their mental health and they need to deal with that before coming towards you. or even emotional things that they're going through here with the devil and the eight of cups. They know that in order to kind of speak to you clearly, they need to heal something. This is very clear with the temperance coming first. There is a need to heal, maybe even to take a step back, especially if you guys were married or had some kind of connection. They know that they need to step back and to actually work on themselves before coming towards you and speaking to you freely. All right, that's your situation. What would they say if they could right now? What would they say if they could? What would they say to you if they could? If they could speak clearly for pile 3, what would they say? We have the Hangman, Pisces, 4 of Pentacles, the 8 of Cups, and finally the Knight of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Empress. Came out in reverse. I'm keeping it in the upwards position, but I am getting, it's just a confirmation for those who you know is probably involved somewhere, or maybe you guys are. That's clearly the reason they're not speaking to you clearly. Okay, so what would they say if they could? Pile number 3. They could talk to you clearly. What would they say? Pile 3, they would say, I keep on holding things from you and I don't want to do that anymore. I want to speak to you as often as I want. It's time for me to speak myself freely, to be there. It's just this person wants to be done with this energy of the 4 of Pentacles. They would say to you, I have been selfish. I've been taking time off because I needed to heal. I needed to go towards something that is for my highest good, that benefits me. But sometimes I feel that this is selfish. I'm taking way too much time to heal that. I'm taking way too much time to actually get back on my feet. If they could say something clearly to you, they would say, I wish I could do my healing really fast. I wish I could make things right for you really fast. I wish I could make you my Empress exactly the way you deserve it. The one and only Taurus, Libra, and Pisces in this spread. They would say that sometimes they look at you, but they don't want to do that. They keep on like stalking you sometimes online, or stalking you in whatever platform they can. If it's like they can see you face to face, they keep on looking at you, but they don't want to do that. They don't want to do just that anymore. They feel that what they would say to you is, I've been holding way too long. It's time for me to express myself, because I remember that people looking at you, people are around you, you have other options, and at some point you will leave for someone else. And I know that. And this is something that makes me super jealous, super scared, and even possessive over you, because I know your value. And I know that when I look at you, when I think about you for a couple of seconds, every time I connect with you, I know that you're the Empress. You're a much, much higher position than myself. This person feels really insecure around you, Path 3, by the way. And this is one of the reasons they're holding back their words, their thoughts, their feelings. They feel like it's not that you wouldn't understand them, that you wouldn't think that they're at your level, Path 3. They would say, I don't think I'm at your level. I actually believe that I need some growth. I need some healing. I need to like reflect on the things I've done in the past. For some of them, they feel guilty about some things. They feel that they could have been a bit stingy, needy. They could have had very bad, toxic connections in the past, even maybe with you, Path 3, and they need to walk away from that kind of energy, and they know that. They would say that clearly to you. I feel this person would have trouble expressing that though. They have a lot of trouble expressing that kind of discussion with you, or have that kind of conversation with you, because it's going to push them deep with the 8 of Cups. I'm sensing a lot of Scorpio energy, and this person is not ready to go deep in terms of expressing themselves. They're not afraid to go deep with themselves. Again, they're not afraid to actually connect deep with themselves. But when it comes to the conversation they have with others, they would rather rush, or kind of just speak superficially sometimes because it's something that makes them uncomfortable. They would say, I have so much to heal, I have so much to repair inside of me, and I don't want you to see those wounds. I don't want you to see the troubles I've been going through, the toxic connections I've had, the toxic habits I've had. I don't want you to see them. I want you to see me good, just like you. I know you're pure of heart. I've seen you being pure of heart. Some of you guys, you've been connected with this person, you have children with this person. This person would say, I know you were a great mother for my children. I knew you were a great father for my children. You are the right person for me. Your pure heart actually shines in the room. Every time you go in any place, you light up any room. You have a beautiful heart. You have the ability to actually heal anyone you come close contact with. I am really afraid and scared that you would leave and forget about me. I am scared and jealous every time I see you connecting with other people, speaking to other people, taking pictures with other people. Pile 3. This person is very worried that you would be interested in someone else. They would also say to you, I do my best to hold on to you. Even if we don't talk to each other, I try my best to hold on to your energy. I look at you, I reread your messages, I keep on holding on to your energy. And I understand it's old energy, I should let it go so that we can renew. But I'm so afraid to lose you that I keep on holding on to your energy. I keep on thinking about you all the time and trying to pull you back in. I apologize for that. I realize it's not the right way. I realize that I should either let you go or start really taking the right steps and really healing deeply. But I want you to wait. I can't I can't let go of that idea that I truly, truly want you to wait. Part 3. They would also say the reason they left, for those who have had a connection and this person has disappeared or ghosted you or took a step back, the reason they left, they want to say, I left because I noticed that I was getting just too, when it comes to the Knight of Swords, too, um, the way I expressed myself, the way I was acting with you became complicated or traumatic or even a little bit aggressive or violent sometimes. I started to become abusive. I started to get back in my old habits. And that's why I left. I didn't want to go through that again with you. I didn't want to like act like everything had to happen right away or I'm going to get mad. I know that sometimes I act like it's my way or the highway, but it's not my intention. That's why I'm trying to heal. Part 3. Also, part 3, something they would say to you is they have been building some kind of um, financial situation. Maybe their career has been growing or getting better. And this has to do with the way you inspire them, the way you help them see through their own mistakes, the things they were not doing the right way. Some of you, I'm hearing for some, you help them study. Of course, this is not for all, but this is, it will resonate for a few of you. You help them study. And this is something they will tell you, thank you for helping me through that. Okay, what else? Part 3. What else would they say? If they could tell you everything. We have the Two of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Pile 3, those who are in a connection that is involving a third party, they want to say to you that every day I think about not leaving or leaving, not leaving or leaving. Should I stay? Should I go? Every day I think about that. But we do have other kids involved or people involved or families involved, and it's something that scares me and really triggers me. This is for those who know that this person is involved elsewhere. But if this person is not part 3, this person wants you to know that they are struggling with something here when it comes to their resources. Every time they think that they have enough or they have built enough when it comes to their career so that they can actually offer something to a partner, they end up struggling over again. So it's like every time there is a bill that is paid, another one shows up. Every time there is something positive that happens in their career, there's 10 step backs in their money. There's something about that. They're struggling to find stability. If they could speak to you freely, they would say, I wish I could actually stabilize my financial situation so that I could show you how important you are to me. I want to offer you stability. I want to be there with you every day. I'm tired of being back and forth and not being sure or even feeling overwhelmed when it comes to my career and my studies. This person could be still struggling again. They are building something, but they could still be struggling in terms of having it long term with, yes, with the wheel. I keep on thinking about the day we're going to have the ability and the chance to be together forever. I keep on thinking about the circumstances changing and that we can be together forever. All right, pile three. Let's take a look at the message in your little hats. What do we have here? My family doesn't approve, and I love that. Oh, interesting. This person sees something here around their environment, family, or maybe the person they're with right now does not approve of this connection. But this is something that in some ways triggers them to go towards you and not leave, which is very interesting, pile three. I think you don't know this. It's something that might truly surprise you, is this person actually enjoys the fact that the people around them or surrounding them would not really approve of you guys being together for the long run. And this is something that shows them that you're the right one. It's interesting. They might not be very fond of their family, or they might feel that their family doesn't really have so much to say. They shouldn't have so much to say because they don't actually believe that they have, you know, they have been very supportive in their life in general. They might believe that people surrounding them are not the best people to take advice from. This person might have so many how do you say it, insights about the people surrounding them, things that are coming towards them, and they're realizing realizations about their family, their surroundings, and they're realizing it's not the right way to actually live their life. So they might not even want to take advice from them or even believe that their approval is necessary. All right, pile three, let me know if this was helpful. You can stick around for the tour. I love you. See you later. All right, you guys, so as promised, I'm going to give you a little tour of the Riad we are in. So look at this. Please don't look at the mess. We are living with 4 kids here. So, so this is the front door. We have a little kitchen here, super cute. And then you have the lounge. And then we have a few stairs to get to the rooms. So this is room number 1. There is a bathroom, a little window. Then we're going to room number 2. Here we go. Look at the beautiful door. Room number 2. Again, another bathroom. And then upstairs, room number 3. There you go. The mirrors and another bathroom. And there's also a little balcony upstairs where you can have coffee in the morning.